Think less but see it grow.
Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here and welcome to your April 10 for 12 of 2015, and I am probably expecting that for some of you, this may be the very last video of mine that you ever watch on my channel, because some of you will probably leave this video very offended because of what I have to bring to the table today. We're doing a 10 for 12, but it's a very different 10 for 12. As a matter of fact, it's a collaboration with the wonderful Samantha, also known as LondonCityGirl. We're taking a top 10 list, and we are splitting it in half. And each of these halves are going to end up on an opposite side of the same coin. What are we talking about here? Well, we're taking a look at movies that, while someone may hate it, someone might love it. Yes, we're doing one of those. If you take a look at the video provided in the box below, you will see Samantha talking about the top 5 films that she loves that everybody hates, and I'm coming to you guys with the 5 films that I hate that everybody loves. So, I don't want to go into any more ramblings on, and let's just get started with these 5 movies, because these are movies that I know lots of people like. So I know I'm going to ruffle a few feathers. I'm just hoping for no death threats or no cockamamie statements in my comment box that you can't back up if I start to battle with you, but I'm hoping that there will be some debates and no unsubscribes. So let's get started. Number 5 is a Disney movie. It's actually Pixar's Cars.
Boy, you're in a heap of trouble.
Now, I don't necessarily hate this movie, but I don't really think that it's anything special compared to what all of Pixar has had to offer over the years. You take a look at movies like Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., The Incredibles, and then after a slew of amazing films, you have Cars. Okay, it's great to see cars with big eyes on their windshields and talking, a voice cast including Larry the Cable Guy, Paul Newman, and Owen Wilson, but is this movie, when you really break it down, really as great as a Finding Nemo, or as great as a Ratatouille, or a Brave? I personally don't think so. I mean, it's got some great music, it's got the typical Pixar visuals, and it's got some good moments, but the story just seems to be recycled. It seems to be something that I've seen so many times before. And personally, I like the second Cars rather than the first one. But that's another topic for another time. I'm not a big fan of Cars, even though I do own it. But when I take a look at all of the wonderful things that Pixar have done, Cars is kind of on the bottom rung of the ladder. Number 4 is a mob movie. Now, I love a great mob movie. Anything that Scorsese makes, all the way to some of the greatest, like The Godfather, etc. But I don't care much for Scarface.
Say hello to my little friend!
I know Al Pacino is a wonderful actor, but if I'm going to see a movie that he's in, I would rather watch all 3 of the Godfathers. Yes, I did include Godfather 3 in that, or a movie like Dog Day Afternoon or Midnight Cowboy. But Scarface? Not so much. I borrowed this movie from a friend, and I was told that it was going to change my life. The story of Tony Montana, played beautifully by Al Pacino. No, I didn't really care much for this movie. Everything was just too over-exaggerated, too over-the-top, and I really didn't care for the characters at all. I know that some of you who I'm very good friends with are big fans of Scarface. Could you please put in the comments why it is that good? Number 3 is a comedy. I am not the biggest fan of Judd Apatow. I admire him for Freaks and Geeks, and I do have 2 of his films, which are The 40-Year-Old Virgin and Superbad, in my collection. But if there's one movie of his that I truly despise, which I feel is worse than a movie like The Pineapple Express, it is Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I can't feel anything.
Jason Segel and Mila Kunis, you guys didn't do it for me. I hate Russell Brand because of that movie. Thank goodness Kristen Bell has done things like Frozen. I was not interested in the story. I didn't find this movie funny in the slightest, even though I am not opposed to seeing a bare-breasted woman walking around on a movie screen. I don't care for in-your-face penis. So, call me biased, call me a pig, call me what you will. Personally, if the movie has no nudity in it, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. But I just don't understand what the appeal and the comedy is when it comes to nudity. I'm so glad that I am never gonna see that movie again for as long as I live, and I'm glad that I have at least seen it even once so I can tell people just how much I can't stand it. Number 2? Oh boy, I'm gonna really get some people going here. Tim Burton's Batman. I'm a Tim Burton fan. I love his work. But when it comes to me being a Batman purist, Batman the Animated Series, the Adam West Show, even the Christopher Nolan trilogy, I hate Tim Burton's Batman. I believe that it was completely miscast based around the comic book characters' personas. Michael Keaton, good actor, but Bruce Wayne is not 5'3", and he's not skinny as a pin. The Joker, played by Jack Nicholson, good, but the Joker is not smooth and suave. He is a tall, bony, lanky, crazed maniac. Thank you, Christian Bale. Thank you, Heath Ledger. This movie, to me, is all wrong. While it really desperately tries to stay in touch with the Batman comic persona, with a great soundtrack by the great Danny Elfman, it just didn't do the justice that it deserved. And quite frankly, I am even more excited to see Ben Affleck put on the cape and cowl, because I truly believe that Zack Snyder is going to do a great job with Batman v Superman, The Dawn of Justice, as well as the other DC Universe films that are going to soon follow in the coming years. So what is my #1 film that I hate that everybody loves? It's The Princess Bride.
Inconceivable.
Maybe it's because of the fact that I didn't see it when I was a kid. I have nothing against Cary Elwes or Robin Penn, nor do I have anything against the great Fred Savage. I love The Wonder Years. But I saw this movie when I was 18 years old for the very first time. Two girls that I met at a club event, they took me to their dorm room because we were all on break, and we watched the whole movie. And here's me, staring at the screen, going, are we having fun yet? Never did I laugh. Never did I even crack a smile. I thought the movie was boring as hell. I don't know why I feel this way. I'm sure that if you love it, it's a great movie, and I have nothing against anybody yelling inconceivable, because I'm glad to know at least I know the reference of that line in film. But The Princess Bride is a movie that I don't like. It's a movie I will probably never watch again, because when you see a movie like that for the first time, and you're expecting it to be something truly grand, and you get one of the biggest letdowns of your entire life, it's just one of those things you're never going to want to give a second chance, because you're going to go in there with that exact same feeling, and you're just never going to let it redeem itself. I guess it's all on me. That is the 5 films that I hate that everybody loves. Once again, take a look at the link provided for the video in the box below so you can see LondonCityGirl's 5 films that she loves that everybody hates. So thank you very much for watching 10 for 12 as always. Hopefully I won't be upsetting most of you in the next one, and actions speak louder than words.